Wanda, when are you gonna wear your hair down? Wanda, that's a whore's name. Wanda, why ain't you rich? Wanda, you know no man in his right mind want a ready-made family. Wanda, why don't you lose weight? Wanda, why are you so angry? How come your feet are so goddamn big? Can't you afford to move out of this hellhole if you were you, if you were you, if you were you, you, if you were you, if you were you? Wanda, what is it like being black? I hear you don't like black men. Tell me you're AC/DC. Tell me you're a nympho. Tell me you're into chains. Wanda, I don't think you really mean that. You're joking, girl. You crazy. Wanda, what makes you so angry? Wanda, I think you need this. Wanda, you have no humor in you. You are too serious. Wanda, I didn't know I was hurting you. That was an accident. Wanda, I know what you're thinking. Wanda, I don't think they'll take that off of you. Wanda, why? Why are you so angry? I'm sorry, I didn't remember that was so important to you. Wanda, you're always on the attack. Wanda, 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 I wonder, why ain't you dead? That's Wanda, Why Aren't You Dead by Wanda Coleman.
I'm not Wanda Coleman.
Yeah, beautiful Los Angeles poet.
She my ancestor.
All right. I always gotta find this poem. It takes me a while. The delicacy of embracing spirals duplicates a foreign tendency to graft a landscape. It dizzies itself to become peer pressured, grows through movement as time, the foot following the other, makes steps sound like wind howling. All I ever have be the roundabout draining through the concept of a mind. A brain bears logic when magic decides to leave the room. I'm barely in my body. I forget to conjure it here. I hone frequencies out of possibilities, masquerading as Sundays. I take up space. I take up moons, I swallow ecstasies, I grin big, forget a face is what trains the world's eyes to fancy elegies, a meteor crash of a serious self. Like how drunk and high and heartbroken the streets gon' leave me every weekend, laugh at the minstrel showcase of a conscious being. Who you gon' be today? The tenacity fingering fiction of the human conditions. Whose face you gon' sing today? Linger to bellow without teeth. Aligned to a cosmic counseling, fly not to think, blend not to blur. The lines of irrefutable irony, the x-ray of a melancholic poet, drug-addled, drunk demon, dreary, drowning, desperate without cause. Who you gon' be today? Greet them at the astral. Tell them it was all a lie. Tell them this form is a second. Tell them to dread the spiraling, to enhance the spiraling, to force the spiraling, to manifest the spiraling, to embrace the spiraling, to distract the spiraling, to ride the spiraling, to stop the spiraling, to obliviate into madness and laugh at the fickle trickster who knows when to disappear into it all. I forget to laugh during the descent, the same self, the same question, take it all too seriously, the iridescent subject, the channeler, the menace, the griot, the society, and the society barking back at itself. Briska doesn't talk only to kill the self. I was never here. I am never here. The here is never here. The moment counts down to consent. Singularity in the electrodes of a heart monitor. Charred teeth, charred soul. Frozen nodes of fate awaiting the weight of its own feather and heart. Who you gonna be today? At the center of infinite, the body proclaimed a black girl child. Each phase of puberty pronounced a testimony of humanity, yet the audience wasn't sold on the performance perchance. Power being the voice of the child. A pistol trigger warning the child wields an entity of fury through gritted teeth, the eye be collapsing. A primordial judgment to step foot on porous ground. Philosophical unto extortion. Burning passion unto exploitation. Violent for preservation. Be the rage, don't perform it. Wear the rage, don't let it get stuck. Break the rage, don't fold it. Fiend the rage, don't fantasize. Surrender the rage, don't personalize. Drift the rage, don't escape. Stir the rage, don't let it build. Feminize the rage, don't father it. Transcend the rage, don't let it become you. Sculpt fallacies only to tell the truth. Be human always, but godless to your enemies. Be an enemy and reveal your palms to none. Appeal to no one and let your greatness parade for the masses. All the forces testifying for me to spit on. Laps, forget that my gums have been numb for a pair of 8 weeks. I witness my foes a road to bloodlust. Every tasteless and vain attempt to harm my spirit will make a star out of me. I never needed nor wanted it in the first place. No Machiavellian setup can humble the God behind my tongue. Who you gonna be tomorrow? Reveal too much. Say nothing at all. Fish for compliments in a sea of sharks, dressed finely only to let the wolves rip it to shreds. Prance in the clothing every Sunday. Become a dusted metaphor or two. Pretend to be a writer. Fancy yourself a rock star. Scoff at the ridiculousness of a principled poet. Hear the spoken word slam? They ain't saying shit at all. Disappear into the key of destroy flat. Gaslight the imagination. Gaslight the you that plays Hayoko on stage. Gaslight your mama. Gaslight the city. Gaslight your friends. Gaslight the audience. Gaslight the one man without a soul who claims to be your. Gaslight the city again. Pretend to have a name again. Pretend to have a name again. Pretend to have a name again. That name again. Pretend to have a name again. Again. Again, transcend the spiral, die fiercely only to be born again in the margins of this third eye. A monarch butterfly exercises the feeling of you to be deified out of chaos. Honor the softness that craves to emanate from you. I care enough to observe the spectacle of myself. Charred innocence lingers its eyes into slumber. Camouflage youth impertinent to maturation, fly north to eucalyptus, forget the previous iteration of a soul's territory, aim to testify upwards at the sky. Build this life as a temporary home, chime exhales, brew a prolonged death, cry for no more here, and what was, and what is, and what migrates in endless topography, the shape of me, it conquers into regeneration. There are no values stationary in this grace, just an ounce of face, daring to smile itself into oblivion in order to heal, except the close proximity to annihilation. Your nearest deathbed is a mirror. It looks a lot like my eyes. Depart from ego. Create a framework composed of lotus bloom and let your cynicism dissipate. Magic. Thank you.